I'm about to get into bed with Joan Rivers, and I don't really have a reason why, except for I really want to check out the thread count. It's all about the sheets.
Welcome to In Bed with Joan, and let's see who's coming out of my closet today. Hello?
Well, hello, Joan.
Kris Jenner! All right!
Oh, am I excited to be here? I just went through the whole closet, and I want the green jacket.
You can have it.
Is that okay?
It's from Joan Rivers' collection with pleasure.
I
How nice to
love
have
it.
you.
Nice to see you. Give me a kiss. Mwah.
We
You
should
look
do women's
so
kisses,
beautiful.
though, which
Oh,
is...
okay. Mwah. Mwah. It's kind of like a Hollywood kiss. My
Yep.
kids would call that a Hollywood kiss.
No, and I call it being nice to a friend who's been made
Got
up.
makeup on, I know.
Because there's nothing worse than you've all made up and some bitch comes along and plants a kiss on you.
So rude, because then you have to have the lipstick marks taken out of your cheek.
Let me ask you, every parent says, oh, my kid is a star, my kid is so wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
How did you see it in your children, and which one did you see it in first?
Well, I think with my family, it isn't about necessarily being, I mean, they have a star quality on some level, but it's not like they're actors or singers or dancers. It's like people often go, oh, well, they have no talent. Well, they do have talent, because what they started out to do, they accomplished, which I'm so proud of. And that was being clothing designers, and they opened stores, and they had a business. And that's what I cared about, is that they had a passion about something. And then they went out and found a way to go do that.
Do all your children, and all, now I've watched, because I watched the show,
Yay.
Bruce's children, too,
Yeah.
are coming in on it.
Yeah, sure.
Is there anyone that said, leave me alone?
No. I think because we do it naturally, and when someone feels good about it. I know that Courtney at first was the one that said, I came home, hey, family, we have a reality show. Life is great. Oh, my God, it's going to be great. And Courtney was like, are you out of your mind? And the truth is, it took her a second to wrap her head around that. And then once she did, she was all in, and now her kids are in. And, you know, she's the one who really doesn't hold back.
Are you upset that Courtney isn't married? Obviously, there is a relationship here, whether we like Scott or we don't. And we all know Scott is made to be the villain on the show. But isn't there a point
He
where you
really
say,
was the villain on the show. I think Scott goes in and out. No, that isn't like him shoving a $100 bill down a waiter's throat. None of that. I was mortified. I sat back and watched that, and I was the one who said, this guy cannot have any more to drink, because he's toasted and he's got a problem, and we were trying to deal with that. And Scott, every single thing you saw could never, I swear to God on my kids, could never be recreated. Every single thing you saw, we had no scripts, nobody told us what to, it was like, it was unfolding before my eyes like a crazy movie. And I was very angry at Scott, because here Courtney was pregnant with Mason at the time. I knew she was having his baby. I didn't like him very much. He was too young. He was a hot mess, I felt. Those were my judgmental, things that were coming out. And something really happened and turned when Scott and Courtney had that baby, Mason, my first grandson. And he turned into this great dad. He grew up a little bit. He matured. They had Penelope. And do I wish now that they were married? You bet. I said to Courtney, look, this is the way that I like to live my life, and I think you should live yours like mine. And she's like, no, I don't. This is how I want to live mine. So it's a different generation. I totally get it. She doesn't think that a piece of paper defines who she is. And so I have to respect that.
No, but all these things, which we have to get to, obviously, it's Kim's sex tape, which people always come to. How did you feel when that went public?
I
Thank
cried
God it was
myself to
second,
sleep.
Because
Yeah.
thank God Paris Hilton paved the way.
Well,
No,
I don't
thank
think, you
God
know what?
Paris
You know
Hilton
what?
slutted around. And so by the time it happened with Kim, we were already a little, okay, second one.
I don't think anything can prepare you for something like that when it comes to your daughter. I think that the way that I feel about life in general, and I'm somewhat of a religious person and I keep that to myself. So I live a certain way and I feel a certain way and I pray for my kids every day and I'm so in love with my family life, and that hits me up that, side of the head, and I, literally fell apart. I had to go in a room and cry for a couple days and say, okay, pull yourself to fucking together, because you have to be here for all these kids in your family and you have to show them as an example how to get through this.
What did come out of it, seriously, is it made you famous, which allowed the reality show, which allowed the empire. Mm-hmm. Now you manage everything. She is the manager. She is really smart. Do the girls listen to you as a manager?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we
Do
have.
You get 15%. Wait, let's talk business here. Managers get 15%. Do you get 15%?
No.
Already, we have to talk properly.
I know. No, because I felt like it was. There's a lot of things that I said to the girls, I love what I do. I think that I have a lot to offer. Oh. I think I'm good at what I do. But my thing is, I would never take that from my own.
What if there's a difference between a mother answer and a manager answer? Uh-huh. Which has to come.
Interesting you bring up the part about manager and mom, because Chloe's the one, your favorite Chloe.
We love.
She's the one who says, I'm confused. Are you my mom or are you my manager? And I get this, we have this conversation all the time, and I'll have to stop and go, okay, right now I'm your mom. So, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll switch over to, it's so funny, we play this game all day long because she wants to know what's going on in my mind, where the other girls get it and they understand, but Chloe is a hoot. She'll go, who are you right now? You're my mom or my manager?
You run everybody. You do your reality show. You produce all the other shows. How do you divide your time? Do you have a book? I have a book that literally almost every hour is figured out. Even like Dinner with Cooper.
Yeah.
I write it,
It's called Organizational Skills, being, loving what you do, like you do. And I watch you and I said the same thing about you. I admire you because of your amazing work ethic and your energy and your great style and the way that you are with everybody and the love you have for your family. You want to do it all, and I want to do it all.
If Lindsay Lohan were your child,
okay,
what would you have done differently?
I mean, I speak for myself. I'm not there. I'm not raising Lindsay. I'm not in the room. I'm not sure what that's all about. I know the Lindsay that I see when I'm with her, and she's fantastic. She's gone through some ups and downs, and God knows I want her to be 150% okay. I think that you can't toss blame at anybody in particular, but you just have to pray that she's okay and she's going to be an amazing adult at the end of her journey.
You're a better person than I am.
I really do feel that way. I
think she's so talented. I think
she's amazing.
Lost.
Is she lost a little bit?
You want to take
probably,
her and shake her.
But I want to hug her. I want to say, "Come on over here and climb in my purse, and we're going. Come on, let's go." Yeah.
And I want to take her and smack her and say, "Enough. You've got it all. Enjoy it and let's go."
Yeah.
So we both have the same end. We're just doing it differently.
Yeah.
I'm more S&M.
You're going to smack the shit out of her,
Exactly.
and I'm going to give her a hug. I love it.
We now have a chance for you to get back at someone that was mean to you.
Oh, my God.
We call this sit on it and rotate.
Okay, well, tabloids, I want you to sit on it and what?
Rotate.
And rotate. You should sit on it and rotate, because the stuff that you say consistently about the family just isn't true. So I know it's a fabulous creative writing assignment, but you've got to stop because it's just not true. Find somebody else to pick on.
What's the one thing they said that you're really angry at?
The best story was on the cover of a magazine, it said that I was drunk and alone. And just for the record, is there a problem with that? First of all. And second of all, I have not been alone since 1972. Okay, I have 300 children that live at my house. I will never be alone. A little buzz? Yeah, maybe. But I mean, these crazy stories. They took a picture of me and my girls, and you know who you are, tabloid. You took a picture of me and my girls shopping in a store. And we were buying wine glasses, 3 sizes. So we were buying 36 empty, huge wine glasses for my bar. And they had me holding one up, looking at it like that. And it was like, look at her, she's drunk, she's drank another, as if it was an empty glass. And so what the funny part is that they do this. And so do I have a good sense of humor? Can I take it? Do I have a thick skin? Of course I do. But the sad part is that the public, the general public, believes this crap and really thinks this is what's going on. Because sometimes I'll pick up a store, or you'll see something at the supermarket and I'll say, oh my God, Melissa Rivers is what? And then you have to gather yourself and go, oh my God, it's a tabloid.
Now, let me bring Melissa in.
So I'm going to give you 2 choices. One of these things people will cease to exist. The other gets to continue on.
Okay.
Beach or mountains?
Beach or mountains? Beach.
Why?
Because I love my time that I spend in Mexico so much. And it used to be mountains, and that's why I'm conflicted, but I think I haven't been in so long as a family, like going on a ski vacation, that the beach makes me very calm and serene, and it's my getaway.
Teen mom or honey boo boo?
I think teen mom has to go because one of those teen moms said some really ugly things about Kim, who was just trying to be a good friend. And honey boo boo, it's kind of adorable. Yeah.
Mrs. Brady or Mrs. Cunningham?
Well, I like Mrs. C, but I think I identify more with the Brady Bunch because of my own personal situation. So if I had to cut one, it's going to be Mrs. C.
Fair enough. I think I know the answer to this one. Driver or passenger?
I'm not a good passenger because all I do is complain. So I'd rather be the driver, turn on my tunes, and have a disco in my car.
Fair enough. That's
Yep. That's it?
That's it.
That was so easy.
This has been such a pleasure.
Oh, I love being here.
my
I want to say that I love how warm and amazing and beautiful your home feels, but not just because it's pretty and to die for, but because of the feeling that you get when you walk in the front door, and that's about the 2 of you. Because that's the heart, you guys are the heart of your house, and you can tell it's a family home, and it is my absolute pleasure and joy to be here, and I thank you for inviting me.
It is our pleasure and joy to be here. And ladies and gentlemen, Kris Jenner.
Woo! Good night, everybody. I could sleep here all night. I may have to after
Would you do us the honors? We
Yes.
have a clapper that will turn off our lights.
Okay.
So
it's true. Joan does have the best set of sheets in Hollywood. I'm pretty excited that I was here today, and I had such a good time and really feel like I spent an evening with my girlfriends. So, love you guys.
I love talking with Kris Jenner, but most of all, what I really couldn't get over was the body looks so great. I mean, this woman has had 6 children. I mean, I've met Octomom. Her uterus is dragging on the floor. Let me know who you'd like to see in bed with me. You can do it by sending me a message on Facebook or Twitter.